I'm just going to start it while you're doing that, B.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good.
Telling everyone we're podcasting.
Ah, nice. Giving them the heads up.
Yeah.
Ooh. So this loose leaf sticker was here, and I actually meant to ask you about this before we started, but should I slap this on our dying Robert Plant?
I keep forgetting about it.
Oh
my God.
He's R.I.P.
No, we still water. He'll come back. He's done this like twice now.
We'll send out the memorial information ASAP.
I'm going to pop an ice cube in here and it'll just melt in there.
Do you want to sticker him?
Sure, yeah, we'll put a sticker on him. Maybe that'll help. Because you
one
label things.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to...
with happy notes, and then they thrive.
I mean, if it knows that it's a part of something bigger, then maybe it would stay alive.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a part of our set.
There you go. All right. We'll hope for the best.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for doing that.
Yep.
Here, I'll get rid of this. I'm going to move the camera because I don't know why I feel like it looks perfect, and then we sit down, and then it's not perfect, and there's no one over there to do it. I mean, we've got our sweet pup. She looks like she's laying under the tripod.
That's funny.
So anyway,
maybe she bumped it. I think it's fine.
Yeah, but I wouldn't think that I would have a problem with it. And maybe it's just like the angle of this table. I don't know. Something's off to where I feel like it's centered, but yet there's more empty space over there. And maybe it's just my gigantic broad shoulders.
It's the globe. You wanted that to be exposed, so there it is.
I wasn't like... I thought I was dead center, though. So, yeah, maybe I'm just twice as wide as you.
Probably. Anyways, anyone that is paying attention or listening, this is like a very subtle example of Eli's, like, what is it? ADD, OCD, a combination of the two for things to be... Yep, exactly. Yep.
Yes.
But it's a disease.
Is it a disease?
I don't know. I'm just guessing. Like, I know OCD, like, people have to do things.
Things are going well. Here, I'm gonna fix it.
Okay. That's nice.
I could bring this with me.
I guess you really could if you wanted to, but I could just keep talking. We're planning on podcasting twice today since next weekend we'll be getting married. So I haven't really been drinking yet today. So when we podcast later, you guys will definitely know the difference between me being sober and pretty tanked. Because that'll be later this evening. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I was just telling Courtney, I was like, yeah, we're podcasting twice today. And then I was like, how can I say, usually I say like wasted or hammy. And then I thought of tanked, and I was like, I like that. That's my new like word for drunk.
Tanked is a good one. Yeah, it really implies that you're getting like super bombed. Well, yeah. I don't know. I guess it's just another word to describe it, but
maybe.
Yeah. That's a good one. I like it. You want to talk about what we're doing
today?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
This evening.
Oh, yeah. We're going to watch the fights. And I don't even know who's fighting. I just know it's like a big fight today or something.
Yeah. DC defending his belt.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Against Stipe, who had the belt prior. Yeah. And there's Nate Diaz is fighting Anthony Pettis, and that's going to be an awesome fight. Yoel Romero is fighting Paulo Costa. That will be an awesome fight. And there is one fight before that who I don't recognize who's fighting. And then the first fight that starts at 8. I just don't remember who's fighting, but I know who it is.
Yeah, so. I can't believe I spaced that out because we've been watching those embedded videos or whatever.
We've got another one to watch before the fights start. I think when this is over, we'll have like an hour left. So
before going to sleep? Is that what you mean?
Before the pay-per-view starts.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like after our second podcast tonight, we'll be done and then we'll go to sleep like an hour later.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I could see that being true as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that or video games or...
You can play video games.
We could do another podcast tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
So many podcasts.
Yeah.
We need to get more people on here again.
I know.
I was thinking about Lauren.
I know. Lauren was going to come on a little while ago, and then she picked up a shift, and then Kirsten and I were dealing with some personal relationship issues, and it just didn't work out to where she could come over. And then she was on a road trip for like 2 weeks, so I haven't checked in, but she'll be around next week for our wedding, so maybe I should just...
Wait, a road trip?
Yeah. That's about all I know. I think she was going with family, but...
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about me for a second. You were
No,
like a road
Lauren.
trip, and I was like, holy shit, did I go on a road trip and completely forget about it?
That'd be intense.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
No, Lauren.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So she should be around, though, and I would like that as well. And
Yeah.
I would have had Kyle on if he were around a bit longer, and I mean, I needed that nap, so that wouldn't have been any fun for him. My bachelor party was last night. We had a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. That was so much. Like, I didn't participate like at all, obviously, but I got to drive him around a little bit, and that was so fun because, there was how many of you? 6 of you, and obviously you can't fit 6 people in a truck. So we
could have.
Well, I mean, we threw you guys in the back. That was fun.
Yeah,
that was a fun time. We should have just like joyride around the neighborhood with you guys in the back, smoking and drinking. That would have been very illegal, but that would have been really funny.
I'm from Michigan, and I don't think it's legal to do that there, but it's legal here. So that was cool.
Yeah,
it was a different experience. My friend Peter, Peter and Alex, their parents had one of those old school station wagons with a wood grain, and it had the seats in the back, like the trunk side that faced outward, and that was dope. I mean, they don't have that anymore, I don't think, but that was a super awesome vehicle. Nice. But then to be able to do that in the truck, it's like Aaron said, it's better than a convertible. And he's right. It feels really neat.
I remember one time in like high school laying in the back of someone's truck, like driving somewhere. I can't remember why or when or what was the circumstance. I know it was at nighttime, and I was just like, all right, this is happening.
I feel like that would be fun. We considered doing that, but I don't know. If I had my eyes open looking upward, I'd probably get kind of dizzy, I think, versus just like sitting up.
And back roads. It was so quick to get there too. Was it bumpy?
No. I thought you were talking about like in your experience.
No.
I serious remember back roads.
Oh, okay. No, it was like
off-road.
That was in like Westminster somewhere. I remember it was nighttime, and basically you're just looking up and there's like a bunch of stars or like treetops. Really, it wasn't that bad.
Light pollution.
Light pollution.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. Sure.
Yeah. But that was fun. So we started out here, had friends over, Kirsten's brothers, which was really awesome. And we drank here. Kirsten supplied a lot of alcohol and snacks, and we had some drinks here, and that was fun. And then we went to a local cigar bar / lounge. And this was the first time that we had done this. But Kirsten found out that if you pay for a cigar there, you can take advantage of their lounge area, and you can bring booze and hang out and play pool or watch TV and chill at their tables or play cards or whatever. And so we did that. Drank a little more, hung out there, and then Kirsten picked us up, and we went down to a local pub or bar, brewery. No,
that's not. Well, they brew.
It's a what
restaurant.
Tavern?
That's a
what
restaurant.
Do they call it?
I don't know. Long Speak Pub.
Yeah. So.
Not really a pub.
Yeah, I don't know. But we went down there and had some food and a Moscow Mule. Yeah. Which was nice.
Kyle said he paid for everyone's dinner, basically.
Yeah, pretty much, except other Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your brother.
Yeah.
Paid for himself. Yeah.
I was like, good job, Kyle.
Yeah, that was really nice. So everyone was being super nice, and that was awesome. And we went from there back here and hung out more. Watched Mike Tyson knockouts on YouTube.
Smoked some more cigars.
Smoked some more cigars. I think only your brothers did that, but
okay.
we hung out more and watched some UFC fights and
Ate some pizza.
tried not to fall asleep. Yeah, Kirsten ordered pizza. Yeah, it was fun. It was a long day yesterday, just from start to finish, everything that went on. But that was easy to stay up late doing because it was fun. A lot of fun.
Yep.
I had a great time. So thank you for arranging that.
Yeah, that felt like it was a good time. At least it seemed like it. So
Let's go bowling soon.
oh God, no!
Please.
I hate bowling.
Double date with Brian and Chelsea. Let's go bowling.
I hate bowling. I would rather just like sit around and not do anything, to be honest.
Well, it's essentially that. We had fun, right? When we all went.
It was okay. I don't know. I mean,
fun.
when you're hanging out with friends, yeah, that's fun. But bowling just like sucks.
Well, that we would go with friends. I wouldn't just send you there alone.
I'd start throwing the bowling ball like across other lanes, just like to rebel. Like, this sucks.
Yeah, that
Just
would
kidding,
only
I
be
couldn't
fun
do
if they
that.
had bumpers up.
Yeah, I remember doing bumpers a lot when I was little.
Me too. Yeah, Josh and I played golf rules. You'd put the bumpers up and see who could get the least points.
Bumpers up and get the least points.
The lowest score.
Oh my God.
Golf rules.
How does that even, do you like literally throw it into like over the bumper into the gutter, or
You
do you
can't
just
throw
aim
it
for
over
the corner?
You just aim for the corner, essentially, see what happens. But
Wow.
you got the bumpers in the corners, so careful now.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
And then they came out with those like dragon things, the dinosaur 3D printed monster things that you like put the bowling ball on and it just rolls it
the
straight
dinosaur things.
down. Isn't that what they are?
Is that what you call them? Like as a joke? I don't know what they're called, but yeah, I've seen those, and those
They're
are
like
really
shaped
stupid.
like dinosaurs.
How are they shaped? No, like they. Okay, maybe at a place they have them that are shaped like
maybe
dinosaurs.
at a place they have them shaped.
Well, they probably do because that's what you're referencing.
Well, then there we go.
But I've only seen like the metal bar. It looks like one of those like old lady walker things.
Oh.
And it just has like the little whoop, and you just, so it's like a metal bar thing that people use. I don't know.
Cheap.
Yeah, super stupid.
I don't know. If you're going to do it, get the dinosaurs. That's what I've always said.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Might as well
Yeah.
be more entertaining. But, or we could go back to Jump City again and everyone can pull muscles and hurt themselves.
Yeah, that was weird. The ladies hurt their backs on the trampolines.
That's probably my fault for like attempting front flips, and like I'm not flexible and I was not confident in myself and I just kept trying to do it, and that's how I hurt myself, I think.
You weren't alone, though. You weren't the only one hurt.
Yeah. I remember, so there's a Jump City, it's near Golden. It's like by that mall, the Mills or whatever up there.
That's the one we went to.
Yes, right. So I went to that one once with a guy. I was like in college, and he's like, "Oh, let's go do this." And I at the time was like,
lame.
"Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it sounds like a stupid date, whatever." But we went there, and they have the dodgeball thing.
Oh yeah.
And it's mainly little kids in there. And
yes, we did. We did it.
yes. And this guy was like, he had like a really good throw, like it like was really fast, and he was like pummeling the kids with the ball, and people were like freaking out. Like the little kids were like scattering. It was really funny though. I thought it was hilarious because I don't like kids, so I was like, yeah, pummel those kids. But that's like one of my favorite
that you
memories.
went there with your ex.
No, I like, it wasn't really like a boyfriend. It was like a little couple of dates.
A fling thing.
No, I didn't even kiss this guy. It was just like a really random date or two.
I don't know what's happening here.
Anyways, yeah, it was just really funny because he had a strong throw and he kept knocking the kids down.
You were going to tell me that the dude you were seeing was pelting kids with the ball.
Yeah. Didn't I say that?
No, you just said that. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because it started to sound like that, and then I got the impression that there was just someone there who had a good throwing
yeah,
arm.
no, it was this dude that I like had went out with or whatever, and I just thought it was
maybe
hilarious.
you said, and this dude had a good arm. But
yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
But
so
that was
yes,
really funny.
now it makes plenty of sense.
Yes. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, that was random.
Interesting.
But
a good throwing arm. What does that translate into? Did he play baseball?
I have no idea. I didn't know. Like I said, it was very, very brief. I didn't know much about him.
Maybe he scoops ice cream really fast for a living.
We did go play pool once, and he like would hit the ball with a stick and it would go flying off the table. So maybe he just had like really strong arms or something.
No, I think that happens when you hit the ball way too low.
Maybe, obviously, yeah, but like every single time, I feel like that's a little unintentional. I don't know. Or you just really sucked at pool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm sure there are stronger people out there who have played pool and they actually play pool without blasting it off. I'm pretty sure that just means that you're scooping it.
I know, yeah. Anyways.
He was just bad at pool. Anyway, fuck that dude. Mm-hmm. Just kidding. Sorry, guy. Wherever you are, I hope you're playing minor league baseball now.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Or intramural dodgeball.
That reminds me of the movie Dodgeball. That was a good one.
I'm going to put on the thong song and we can tear this place apart.
Was that a line from the movie? Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a long
Average
time.
Joe's was going under. I love that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it is. Man, I'm like running dry on thoughts and ideas today.
Oh, no. Yeah. I mean, I'm admittedly feeling I'm feeling the effects of drinking a lot yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily feel that hungover, but
right, just kind of like slow and tired and like you've lost some brain cells and just kind of like
right. And I'm not much of a drinker, really. You know,
that's me. I'm me drink.
But a lot. I mean, even then, you don't.
Can't talk.
I don't know. It's not a lot, but yeah. So last night I drank in excess, and we had fun. Mm-hmm. But like by the time I was laying down in bed to go to sleep, I was
crashed pretty hard. We both did. I think we were just like
because I was not feeling good when I laid down. I was like, I need to fall asleep now.
Oh yeah, I popped the Advil. Yeah, I was
you had me take the Advil.
And
I was like, am I going to die?
What was it? What we were just talking about? Or was there like a movie or something? No, it was Kill Tony. You're watching it, right? And the guy was talking about taking a bunch of Advil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like that maybe put some ideas in your head. And I was like,
no,
you can take Advil when you're drinking. It's totally okay.
But I'm not a medication guy generally and then anything with drinking alcohol gets me a little concerned. If I were just sober and you handed me Advil, I guess I wouldn't need Advil. But if I were sober and you handed me Advil, I would be like, okay, cool. Yeah. I'll take this for my chopped off arm.
See, that's the thought. It reminded me of that scary movie we were watching. If you take any sort of medication, it's like a blood thinner, right?
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah. So anyways, that scary movie, this like really dumb one we just watched. There's a guy that got like his fingers chopped off and the like lady runs into like a medicine cabinet and like gives him a bunch of pills to take. And I was like, it's probably like the wrong thing to do in that scenario. But I mean, everything was wrong in that movie. So
I'm a nurse.
Oh my God. Can I talk about the movie I watched?
Yeah,
I snuck in a scary movie. Well, not that one. I'm talking about the one. It's like stuck in my head. I keep thinking about it. Mm-hmm. But when they were out and doing stuff last night, I popped on a scary movie. I like took advantage of the situation, and it's called Backcountry, and it was about a couple that was like dating and they're going on a vacation in the woods. And so I've already seen a movie, this was years ago, about a couple doing the same thing. And of course it's the guy's idea. The girl's like, I don't want to do this, but they end up doing it anyways. And then like everyone dies. But this movie that I watched last night was actually really cool. So just a quick like little rundown of everything. They like run into a guy and he seems like normal. He's like not creepy. And you think that he's the bad guy because of how he's behaving. Then he disappears. And then they're like camping and they're wandering off the trail and they hear like little like snaps and like twigs breaking. And they're like, oh, and you think it's like a psycho killer or something. And then it's a bear. It's like a man-eating bear. And it breaks into their tent and it drags the guy out. And like all of a sudden it hits you that this movie is like extremely scary, but the bad guy is like a flesh-eating bear. And the bear like tears him apart. Like it's like ripping off half of his face. So his eyeballs all like, oop, and his face is like falling apart. And he's yelling at the girl as he's like getting eaten. He's like, run. And she's like, ah. and she's not running. But yeah, I thought it was like so cool. Like you see a lot of like shitty, scary movies where like the gore and the graphics are like kind of, it's like, whatever. But that was like really good. I was like scared. I was like, oh my God. It was so cool. It was like one of the best, I think, scary movies I've seen.
Yeah. Well, I'm bummed that I missed that one and instead saw the one that we watched today, because that was pretty bad.
You know what we're going to do between this and the fights? I'm going to pull up that scene where the guy is being eaten by the bear so you can think about it all the time, because now I'm thinking about it all the time. But yes, the scary movie we watched today was really bad too. The timeline was awful. It was day, it was night. Cops, where were they? Guys get stuck on a bus. They break out crazy people in jail. I don't know.
Yeah, and then the cops end up coming at night. They know. Yeah.
Yeah, it did not make sense at all.
It was. What was that called?
Fright Fest or something.
Okay, that sounds.
It's on Hulu.
God.
And the guy is just doing a bunch of drugs the whole time, and the mayor gets murdered, and like no one questions like, where's the mayor? Like, where is he? And like no one, for days. And
his assistant, they just in this movie they're like killing these. What would we call them?
They were just like party goers.
Inmates. But the van crashes. We get inmates on the loose, essentially.
Just 2 of them.
2 inmates on the loose. And one of them kills multiple cops pretty soon and no backup. It's just like cops just stumble upon it someday. A few days later.
Oh, it was after the black guy texts his parole officer or something. He emails the parole officer picture of a dead girl, and the parole officer is like a cop or something. It was so weird.
I think it was a probation officer even, so it was like less severe. And yet that probation officer was like, I saw your email in the middle of the night. Thank you for finding one way to contact me, and I happen to be working in the middle of the night. As a probation officer, I'm going to come save the day.
Yeah. And then they arrested the wrong guy, which, God.
Yeah. You know what? Don't watch it. But if you have to watch it, then watch it and email us.
All of the mistakes that you catch, because we've caught about like 30 probably.
Yeah. takingthecredit@gmail.com, and we'll talk about how crappy this movie is. Maybe that's something we can do as like if somebody participates in this, we can bring awareness to this movie.
Yeah.
But in a shameful way.
Yeah.
But we need your guys' help doing that. So
to put a lot of shame on this movie.
Shame. Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah. But otherwise, it was really good. So.
Well, that's a lie.
Check it out.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. But that was a good one. Good one in a bad way.
Good one in a bad way, indeed.
Yeah. I like those shitty ones sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then this week was super boring. Was there anything that like was popping or going on?
I was just crushing school
homework
lately, so I'm getting ahead because the wedding's coming up. So if I can get ahead with school and just be done with that before the wedding, then I have nothing left to worry about. So that's what I'm doing, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of that this week, but also played video games, so that was cool.
You played a lot of video games, I feel like.
An abnormal amount this week.
Yeah?
Yeah. Multiple days.
I don't remember. This week was like a blur. What did I do? I went shopping.
Yeah, you went shopping. What did you do?
I don't know. Work. Mostly work. It was super busy this week. It was crazy busy. I don't know. Grubhub added a bunch of new restaurants in our area, so that's cool. Did you know that there's a Cold Stone nearby? Well, it's on Grubhub now, so that's cool. We can have ice cream delivered.
Today?
I mean, we could today if you wanted ice cream.
I feel like today might have to be my absolute last day before the wedding, and then it's just salads, smoothies.
Or you could just do what I'm doing and like try your best not to eat, which basically is like a snack a day or like a little meal a day.
No, that's not healthy. I'm not doing that. I'm going to eat, but I'm going to eat healthy. And that works, as we've seen before.
You know what else sounds really good? Like wings, Buffalo Wild Wings or something.
I agree wholeheartedly. That I was thinking about wings earlier because I had cauliflower wings for dinner last night.
I'm like sick of those. I can't like after eating them from that one place.
These ones are so good.
Yeah, they're all right.
They're so much better. But
how many orders did you get? 1 or 2?
One.
Just one? Oh.
But
Nice.
It was good, but it's not necessarily filling. If I had gotten 2, it would have been a different story, but an order of cauliflower wings tastes fantastic, but it is cauliflower, so you're not going to get like full like you would off of eating chicken. So
chicken's good too.
I was thinking about Buffalo Wild Wings today. And it goes so well with UFC fights.
Oh, it does. Oh my God, that sounds so good. Oh yeah, I had a breakfast burrito today. Damn it. I was going to say, what have I eaten?
But that's it, babe. We could do that today and have it be the last, and then we're just cut off. And then you tell Kyle, listen up, Kyle. You have to use this Grubhub money.
For like tomorrow, like next week, like $30 Grubhub? Or do you mean like the $370 that's left? Okay.
The 30. Unless we need that for next week. But just in general. Right. To keep us away, because 30 is a good amount of money that Grubhub gives you weekly for
being an employee.
So getting them yums, so awesome.
Chicken wings sound really good.
Chicken wings sound great.
Oh my God.
Why aren't they on Grubhub?
I feel like they're adding more restaurants in the area because it's a suburb of like Denver kind of. So
add it faster.
Well, remember, so in Broomfield, when I lived there was like one sandwich place, one pizza place, one Chinese place. And to be completely honest, all of them kind of sucked. And so we always had to order from those. And I mean, I don't think I had pickup enabled at the time, so it's not like I could even go pick food up. And then we moved to Longmont, and then all of a sudden they've got Old Chicago Buffalo Wild Wings, like all of these places over there, they added them. And like we even started getting clients over there, and I was like, what the shit?
Because we had just like, a couple options here.
Yeah, and then we moved out here, and
Chinese
you were here.
Chinese food, pizza, and that was it, right?
Sandwiches. Like the basics.
Yeah.
And now they've got the Post. What's that other one that's just down the road?
We get Gondolier Italian food.
Yeah, but the expensive one that your samples.
Oh, yeah. Samples.
Cold Stone now. And not Baskin Robbins. Yes, Cold Stone. What am I saying? Perkins. That's the other one I was thinking about. I mean, I don't eat Perkins. Yeah, well, I mean, Taco Bell is like a national thing. They're all over. Yeah,
so anyway, Grubhub's legit. Use that for your food eating needs.
Maybe.
Hit Kirsten up. Get food.
Yeah. Pizza.
Yeah, wings sound awesome.
We could just make a trip over there real quick.
Yeah. There's really not much harm in that.
No, that sounds good.
Lots of chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really does go well with fights. And it's not like, I mean, you can get full on wings, but it's not super duper heavy.
No, I always get the boneless wings, but it's like weird because I'll get those because I think that's what I want. And then I like want to eat yours. And
it's just more flavor.
Yeah, for sure. But I feel like maybe just like a little size of those and then getting other ones or not. I don't know. We'll see. I love ordering way too much from Buffalo Wild Wings because I can like eat a ton of wings.
Yes.
I think like I was reading something the other day about a hamburger from some restaurant. I think it's like a foreign place, but they do like 10 patties and it's like 5,000 calories or something crazy like that. And when I look at something like that, I'm like, that does look pretty heavy. But I'm pretty convinced that I could be a competitive food eater. Like I honestly feel like I could eat a ton of food and not get sick.
I love that.
I feel it in my soul.
I never see it. I don't see it. You cut yourself off. So maybe, are you just waiting for the wedding and then you're going to get into this competitive eating hobby?
I don't know. No, I would never do that. I think I just I feel like I would feel gross. But the thing is like, I can eat a lot of food and still not feel full. Like I can keep going, like really indulge. And I feel like I could just keep going. Like,
welcome to America.
well, the first time we'll really try is probably the Go-Gurt thing, and we're too close to the wedding now to do that, so we'll have to wait till after, obviously. But
Yeah, maybe that'll be a Las Vegas thing.
that would be pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a bad idea.
Throw it by the pool. Do it by the pool. Throw it by the pool. Just kidding.
Yeah. It wouldn't.
Go-Gurt
It
coming
wouldn't
out my
require
butt,
a
too.
production. Oh God.
Everywhere.
Oh no. How much Go-Gurt would you need to eat for it to come out of your butt?
Well, I just mean like you get real sick, so it comes out both ends.
Thought just like resting. It just comes out.
It'd have to be like a crazy poop. But isn't it so like a probiotic, like yogurt? Yes. So it would definitely upset my stomach. There'd be quite a bit of poop, I'm sure. Maybe like the day after or something.
Well, sure hope not.
We'll find out. We will find out. You know what we should do is move that viney boy over there on top of the fireplace over to the corner over here. I feel like it's not getting enough light where it is.
This one?
Well, that one's dying as well. It's just been really freaking hot in here.
Too hot.
I feel like that's what's doing it.
Yeah. Well, we got to find a way around it. We got to make it work because we can't have all of our plants end up like Robert.
Yeah.
Sad and dead and hot.
Well, I saved the aloe plant. That one, like, we had it in a tiny little plant and it was getting droopy. Apparently I was overwatering it. And then I transplanted it into a bigger pot, stopped watering it so much, and it's like sprouting new leaf things out the middle. It's really cool.
It's a whole new world.
Yeah.
Starting fresh.
Yeah, I should like transplant this little boy back here. I know there's like a ton of pots outside, I feel like, that we don't use.
Yes.
Which is weird. I don't know.
Pot heavy backyard. Certainly.
Yeah. Empty pots.
Yeah.
Kind of a messy backyard. Lots of weeds. Lots of dog poop in the corners. Rocks that have been peed on.
You can kind of see some of it.
Can you in there? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, here comes the dinosaur.
Oh, jeez. Here's our visitor.
Come here. Come here. Come on. Up.
Here we go.
Nope. She doesn't want it.
Oh,
Come here.
she's not feeling it this week. She's like, I know what you do.
Oh, she just burped.
Yep, she burped. All right, you just burp and bounce. That's how you're going to roll?
Apparently. But she does that. She'll like get up in your face, trying to be all cute, and then she'll just like a big old dog burp. And
then she still tries to be cute.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you trying to get out of this?
No, it's too late now. You ruined it.
Yeah, that's gross.
Burp
She's got some impressive burps. I don't know if dogs burp a lot, but she burps like all the time. But we do too. So I don't know.
Yeah, she probably learned from us.
If that's something dogs can learn.
Well, we've taught her all sorts of things.
Like go drink the water, and she just listens and drinks the water.
Yeah, we sent her from the living room into the dining room.
Because she had the hiccups or something. And we're like, go get some water.
Yeah.
And that helped.
She followed. She went in, got some water, stopped hiccuping. She drank a lot of water.
I feel like she's going to learn how to shake pretty soon, too. She's getting good about that because she automatically wants to put her paw on you.
Yeah, she likes hugs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think just the arm and the outreach, if we, say shake, give her a treat when we actually shake her paw, I think she could learn it pretty quickly.
Probably. I bet you saying that word just excited her.
This is so funny. We've got this mirror down here. I just propped against the wall and I can see her like little gooby face underneath the tripod.
Is she looking at you?
She's looking at my foot now, but she's just kind of staring off into space.
That's nice.
She's so tired.
That's a good girl.
Stimulated.
I bet she likes the idea of getting chicken wings.
Oh my God, she'd love that. So we should definitely get like a small boneless order just so she can have some too. Just kidding.
Talk about spoiled, but
yeah, she's very spoiled.
What flavor for the boneless?
I like the garlic parmesan. That's always a good one.
Garpar.
I
like that too.
Uh-oh.
She's on the move. Maybe we can get your brother on here later.
Maybe not. I hear him.
Yeah.
It's like Godzilla coming out of the ocean. There he is.
Hey,
Nice.
Kyle. What is
What
that?
is that? Yeah, what
Oh,
is
is
this
that
gift?
the peach vanilla?
Ooh, yes. Ooh, yes. Is that the one that you got yesterday?
Are you starting right now with whiskey?
You gonna have a sippy?
Are you about to be the new intern on the show?
Are you gonna be an intern for us?
Oh my god, this smells like dessert.
What is it? What is it called? Cordial? Cordial? Right? It's not actually. Isn't that a type of like booze of some sort?
Jesus.
Cordial. I'm gonna Google it.
Wow.
Is it really good? Should I try it
You
too,
should
Kyle?
try it. Yeah. Interesting.
Kyle likes
Shout
to
out
buy
to that.
whiskey
Yeah.
every like 3 days. Is that right? We were talking about that.
That's awesome.
This smells like air freshener, but like delicious candle smelling air freshener.
It tastes like vanilla. It's awesome. Like a vanilla Coke with some
my God.
sting on the back.
Holy shit. That would be good
dude.
with vanilla Coke. We've got those little Coke cans. Don't forget that up here too, Kyle. You should take
yeah,
those.
True. It'd be great with just Coke. It's great on its own. That's surprising.
That was really good. It's
Yeah.
like tastes strong, obviously, but it's like got a really good flavor.
Well, it is straight whiskey.
Is that whiskey though? I'm gonna Google it again.
Is it 35 proof or whatever? 35%. Yeah, 70 proof.
Oh, what is a liqueur or cord? Is it cordial? Is that how you pronounce it? Cordial? Cordial?
Don't ruin this.
Don't ruin what?
I'm just kidding. Keep going.
Don't ruin what?
I don't want to hear that it's not whiskey. It's just so good.
Oh, what is a cordial alcohol? May refer to food and drink, liquor, and alcoholic beverage. A type of candy that has a fruit filling.
Ooh. You're more than welcome to like walk over here or
you
sit
can
down
come
over
hang
here if
out.
you want. I mean, you're literally squatting. I mean, you can walk behind it
Just
and
stick
sit
your
at that
head
one
like
and
right
no
in
one
front
will
of the
see you.
camera real quick. Just like pop it over the top and be like, woo. It'd be like a really bad angle and everything. Well, just stick it like in front of the camera real quick, but like silly, and people can see you. Okay, that's fine.
That's fair. Yeah.
A tonic, syrup, or non-alcoholic drink that is often considered to be quite sweet, but that definitely has alcohol in it, so...
It's really good. Did you try the chocolate beer that
I
he has?
didn't. Thanks, Kyle.
That.
What's the chocolate beer?
It's a 7-layer.
It's so good.
7-layer chocolate. Do you know what the brewery is?
Weldworks?
Weldworks. Is that in
Weldworks.
Colorado?
Yeah, up by Greeley.
Oh, shit. Okay.
It's nuts.
Yeah, I'm not like into like super sweet alcohols.
You'll like it.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate the try.
That
The
was
taste
good.
test.
That was really good. That was the last bottle of that too. I like pointed out and I was like, "Ooh, that sounds good." And then he ended up buying that one. It's like $40-something, I think.
That's good though. That's
Yeah.
smooth
Yeah.
on its own.
We're going to have like a ton of leftover booze too from the wedding. And we got some fun looking ones too. So we're just going to be
Yeah.
drunk for weeks after.
Yeah, so maybe friends in the area come over and help finish that booze with
Or
us
not.
and do
Don't
podcasts.
drink my booze. I will drink all the booze.
It's so bad for us.
I like alcohol. But you have your things.
Yeah.
You know, you do things, and alcohol is my mind-altering outlet. So,
Yeah. Who am I? That's
Maybe
a
we
good
should
Jackie
start-
Chan movie, by the way.
nice. What is that movie called? Coming to America. Apparently, they're making a second one of that. I remember seeing the first one a long time ago and thinking it was pretty funny.
I'm done with the remakes.
Yeah, not a remake, but like a sequel. Sorry. But
I'm done with those too.
did you? Oh my God, that reminds me. I watched the Power Rangers, the like more recent one. It was so bad. It was so
we were
bad.
just talking about Power Rangers at dinner last night. When we were out at the bar.
Yeah.
Yep. Because like at least the older ones, they just took old, like I think it was a Japanese show. They just took like the Japanese show footage, and then whenever they were talking without their helmets on, that's all that they did in America. So they just spliced in their little acting bits with the existing Japanese
Wow.
fight scenes and everything. They just took that from Asian Power Rangers show.
I had no idea.
Isn't that bizarre?
That is pretty crazy.
And now if you like were to look at it, you can see the quality of like all those fight scenes are like way grainier
Right.
and shittier.
Well, I just remember like the beginning, like the go power, and then like
Mhm.
there's different scenes that they cut to, like where the I want to say Animorphs, but obviously
the
no.
Zord, I think, is what it's called.
The Zordon is like the ghost dude or whatever. But no, like the
When
beginning.
they're stacked up all together, right?
It might be. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, I remember like the intro, sorry. Whatever. Yeah, but those scenes that they had like with the machine things flying around stuff was super bad.
Yes. Slow robotic.
Ooh. But yeah, that reminds me like the one that they came out with like a year ago or whatever. Like I watched that up at my mom's house and they were like super whiny. Like that was like peak millennial acting. Like the kids were all like super like I'm doing my own thing and like I don't need people, but I rely on everyone. And like the guy's all like crying and stuff. And I was like, this is so stupid.
That'd be funny if they just got like and they formed an alliance to defeat the CEO of Starbucks for having plastic straws.
Hey, that would be pretty funny. I remember though, I thought it was like super random, but what's his face? Roy from The Office played like one of the dudes like dads or employer or something weird like that.
In Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was super weird.
Diversifying the resume.
But it like took forever for the movie to really get going. Like they had to like go do a thing to get their powers and then they were rejected and then they go back and then they come again and all of a sudden they're like, now you can be Power Rangers. And then when they are Power Rangers, like they don't even know how to be Power Rangers. And then the bad guy, what's the name of the bad person? Like in the original, it's the guy with the crazy horn things. And
I think about there's the lady with the big horn things.
Yeah, her character was so dumb. It was like, why
Cruella
wouldn't you just...
of the Power Ranger world.
Yeah, I was like, why didn't you just use like something similar?
Oh, God. I know her name, but it's just not going to come to me.
And you know the thing about that is this is random. People get upset about the Little Mermaid being like a little black girl, but yet they don't complain about the Power Ranger bad guy being like a woman and looks nothing like the actual bad guy from the original show. Like that is something I would be like, why are you doing this?
So that bothers you?
That offends me more. I mean, I'm not even
offended. And you're offended by the Little Mermaid?
No, sorry, I'm not at all. I saw, who was it? Was it your brother maybe that posted a meme of like make Keanu Reeves the Little Mermaid or something?
I don't know.
I can't remember, but I saw something like that and I was like, hey, that's great too. But no, I don't care about that because I mean, it's a girl, true to character, whatever. But having a lady play an evil bad guy like and look nothing like the actual character from the original, I was like, what the shit is this?
Yeah. But also... Who cares,
offended.
you know?
I'm offended.
Look, Power Rangers it wasn't as good as we hoped it would be.
Yeah, anyways.
Shocker.
Yeah, it was dumb. Whatever. Who cares? Stupid.
Yeah. But we're kind of like running low on what to watch, I think. I like Queer Eye. It's a great show. But we've gotten to a point in the most recent season where they stopped making over people who need makeovers and started doing makeovers for people who have foundations.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is. Like, do the foundations cut a deal with the network? I guess not a network, but how does that work? Why is that?
I feel like maybe, do you remember like the home makeover show where like they would do all this shit for someone and then all of a sudden they would lose it all because they couldn't pay like property taxes or whatever updates and costs. So I wonder if maybe the first couple of shows that they do, or the first couple of seasons, like they were helping people where it just wasn't sustainable. And so like whatever kind of lives they started leading, or it just like didn't make sense for them. And so maybe they're helping people now that are more mentally having struggles. And
I don't think any of it I don't think they care at all about
I know
the end after the filming's over, because they just want that story. And I think the story is better when they're helping people who are just like
suck.
Yeah, I've been wearing the same pair of jeans for 50 years.
That was like the camp guy, the guy that lived at the camp or whatever. Like, that was a pretty good transformation.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
The lady who wore camo everything all the time.
Yeah. But I agree. Like, the like Mexican-American lady that was like half white, half Mexican, that was from the U.S., she was very annoying. And like, I feel like she kept, I mean, I don't know, obviously, sorry, I hope this doesn't sound bad, but just watching the episode, I took away these vibes. Like, this lady clearly doesn't struggle as much as she says she does, but she is all like, the neighborhood hates me because I'm Mexican and blah, blah, blah. But she doesn't speak Spanish, first of all. And then she's just complaining about how no one likes her and everyone's racist against her. And then they go and like knock on neighbors' doors and they're all polite and like happy and nice to her. And I'm just like,
they got cameras.
I don't know, but still, I was like,
they're like, take the 23andMe or move out.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Who cares?
It wasn't, what was it? Was that Texas?
Either, but
were they in Texas doing that?
I don't remember where they were for that one.
I feel like they were. Maybe she moved from Texas. I don't know. But anyways, that was a weird one. I was like,
no, they're all like that area. I think they're all like Kansas City area.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying is like they're doing like the Chip and Joanna Gaines thing where they are fixing up like one neighborhood, except instead of house by house, they're doing person by person wherever they live.
Yeah. I mean, the last season, I think it was Atlanta area. So it was all like Georgia folk.
Okay, never mind then. So I guess Kansas, one person per season by city.
Yeah, I think that's how it's been going. But I don't know. If the episodes, that's 2 in a row that have been like that. And yeah, I don't really want to keep watching it if it's going to be them helping people who don't really need help. They just might be lazy.
We're going to be running out of things to watch. It's just going to be Sunny all the time because they're taking away Friends. Not that I watch that one a lot, but it's a good one to fall back on. And they're taking away The Office, which is like the only show I ever watch.
Yeah.
Pretty soon they're going to take away Netflix in general. And what are people going to do then?
That's true.
Live, be outside, do outdoor
have to start
things.
Our own channel for people to watch.
Just us sitting around all day.
It could be.
Me picking my nose like vigorously and you watch me and you're like, ew.
Yes. There's that, is it called Sinister? Is that the show with Jessica Biel?
The Sinner.
The Sinner, yes.
That one was really good.
We should watch that second season.
Yeah, I bet that would be pretty decent.
Yeah, it was a good show. We liked it. It was weird as
shit.
Weird as shit.
I liked that like I liked the stabby thing. I mean, it got like kind of like it was really
Spoiler alert, stabby
thing.
Yeah.
That part was cool. I love the gore. Remember I made you rewind and watch it again, like just stab.
Yeah, happens a lot.
This is totally random, sorry, but instead of looking at the camera, I keep looking at like the trees out there.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I wonder if like
too.
me looking over here is gonna like just look like I'm staring off into the distance.
I mean, I believe more people listen than watch anyway, so that's okay. But I find myself also looking out the window a lot and like following cars. So people probably think I'm deep in thought or something, or practicing rapid eye movement. But
yeah, I've been doing that too, just kind of like looking at things, and there's like a little bug flying around kind of. But yeah, I've been like kind of zoning out, like I am mentally focused, but my eyes do this thing where they just kind of like drift off and like they're not focused on one thing in the distance, but then it makes them feel kind of tired. So I've been trying to like focus on like one object and just stare at it.
Yeah, we'll be okay. Just a little bit, and then we'll go get some chicken wings, and we'll be up.
Are we really doing chicken wings?
Do you not want to do chicken wings?
No, we totally can. It just sounds crazy.
Ago.
I know. I'm sorry. No, it sounds really good. I'll definitely do it. Just like not a ton.
Oh my God. Well, we don't really. What else do we have here?
Nothing.
Salad.
There's one piece of pizza left. There's a lot of cheese, a lot of crackers, a lot of like summer sausage or whatever. Yeah, we it's so weird. So like I feel like we have nothing in our refrigerator, but like we've got food. Like we've got some pasta. There's salad. We can make sandwiches somehow out of nothing. I don't know.
Nah.
Anyways, but then like I go up to my mom's house and they like literally have like nothing in their refrigerator. Like it is so empty. And I'm like, what do these people eat up here?
Are they
There's-
fasting all the time?
Apparently, I think maybe they just eat like a lot of food out or something. Maybe they pick stuff up for work. I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, there's like never anything in there. And I'm like, this is crazy. But I guess maybe a lot of it's in the freezer. Like I know that they put meat in there and fish and stuff and thaw it and eat it later. But
Just meat.
well, they can't keep I know they used to have chips out all the time. So I guess it looks a little more bare because of that, because the cat will like rip into the chips and eat them. Because she's
It's a real
crazy.
problem.
Yeah.
That would be a problem here. I wonder if it would eat our sweet potato.
Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Probably not. No, she's not that desperate. Maybe.
We have
She would lick bananas. That was weird. She would lick
that
bananas.
was weird. We have a possessed sweet potato, and it's sprouting like all of the sudden. Neither of us noticed. It's on the
Ooh.
counter, tucked in the corner. It just sprouted like,
Is it still there? Right.
yeah.
We'll leave it there for another like 2 weeks. And then when we record our next podcast at home after the wedding, we'll do like a little seance. We'll put like the little, what's the pentagram or something, and
I
we'll
don't
pop
like
it in the
that.
middle. We'll turn off all the lights and then we'll pray to Satan and we will prick our fingers and do a little sacrifice of blood. And then we'll try and get the potato to speak to us like as the potato. It'd be really cool.
No. We definitely can't do that.
It could probably work though, because all things are, obviously it's living, it's growing. So that'd be pretty crazy. We should get a Ouija board and do that sometime on the podcast, because those are pretty cool too.
What would the potato do for us? Also, my mom never let me use one of those because they're demonic.
We used to play with them when I was little, and they would move and stuff, but it was always like someone messing with it. But you watch a lot of scary movies and it's like there's all these rules, but it could just be superstitious because it's scary movies and that's just like what people talk about during them. But I feel like if you're in the right setting and like, let's say you're in a haunted house, I feel like you have to have some sort of like entity or spirit to actually get something like that to work. But if we're just doing it here and like dicking around in our house, like there's nothing special here. It's not going to do anything crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
so you were saying you want to get it?
yeah, we should definitely get one. I will order one on Amazon. I bet they have them there. Or I'll go to some like crazy witch website, like a haunted Ouija board. I bet they have those out there, but they're probably a scam. I mean, in general, the whole thing is probably super scammy, but it's just kind of fun. My grandma gave me one once, and I gave it to Jordan.
Your grandma seems like the type.
Yes. And I gave Jordan and my brother the Ouija board when he lived at the house, the Galapagos one that he just moved from, because they had like a basement. And it was like a dirt floor, I want to say. And
Gross.
It was like, no, it was super creepy. Like that house is hella old too. It's like in like the old part of Denver, like original houses. Like I used to go to his parties and stuff and tell people that like they hung people out in the front from the trees and stuff.
Jesus.
And they'd be like, really? And I'd be like, yeah, this house is haunted. You didn't know that? And they like would actually believe me. And then I would show them where the basement was. And I'd be like, you can go down there if you want, but that's where the spirits are. And they like would freak out. That was like so fun. And I mean,
fun time at the party.
Yeah. But anyways, he put the Ouija board down in the basement and I don't know what he ever did with it, but like I thought that was super cool. I was like so creepy. Just creepy vibes, it's not actually scary, but
that's the place for it. Putting it in the basement, get it out of there.
yeah. So cool though. So creepy. I love creepy things.
It's creepy. But I mean, I've never used one, so
yeah. See, there you go. We'll play with that with the potato. We'll make it say things and Jude can watch. So protect us.
Very interesting plan.
Yeah.
Having a potato play with the Ouija board with us.
I mean, would you rather do that or like find some sort of possessed ass looking doll from like a Goodwill and try using that?
I would say neither, like, cause me. Yeah.
I guess you can't really shoot a ghost. or a devil spirit of sorts. And I mean,
Yeah.
I keep saying all these things. I don't necessarily believe in like the ghosts and the creepy things. I've definitely had some weird experiences.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean,
So, possibly.
Here's the thing is like, kind of like just ghosts in general. Unless you have ever had if you've experienced something paranormal, or if you haven't, you can't really say it doesn't exist. Maybe it just hasn't happened to you yet. But if you like actually have some experience with something like that, then you can be like, oh, that might be a thing. And I used to live in an apartment. I've told you about that. The light switch going on and off, and then the light turning on that wasn't even plugged into the wall. No one was touching it. And I had heard stories about this apartment below ours where this mom was like crackhead. She locked her kids in like the walk-in, like under the stairs storage or something, and then they like suffocated and died. And so I believed like, okay, so maybe that's the thing. So it's not like actually seeing like a thing, like a figure or something, but it's enough for me to think that there could be something like that. So that's why I'm still questionable about it. But
I like your scientific based argument. I think that's fair. If you don't experience it,
exactly.
doesn't necessarily mean it's not real.
Yeah. So it could be fake. People could make that kind of stuff up, but I don't know because I've never actually really, been around something creepy. I've had like different like visions as a child, or I have seen things to me that would make me want to say, oh yeah, that's definitely a thing. But that was all like as a child. So I don't actually know if that's something, if my mind was just playing tricks or whatever. But I do hear that kids have like, they say can speak with the ghosts and whatever a little bit easier. Was it like clairvoyance? Is that what they call it or something?
That's a good word. I mean, the brain has more plasticity at a young age, so they're able to take in more stimulus and information.
Yeah. So I don't know. That could be why. But anyways, ghosts. I love scary shit. So
Goats.
Yeah.
I love scary goats.
I probably wouldn't be a fan of scary goats.
Rectangular pupils.
That was like the movie The Witch that I just watched when I was mad at you a couple of weeks ago.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah. But that movie was pretty cool. There's like a crazy Satan goat thing, and it was talking, and they called it like Peter or something. I can't remember what its name was. It's pretty cool.
I don't get it, babe.
You don't have to.
I don't see the appeal. And you also, not necessarily today, although a little bit, but your way of watching scary movies is unlike anything else.
Okay, so here's the thing, as I don't skip ahead in the good scary movies. It's the ones that like I'm bored and I've seen this, I understand it. So like while you were gone this last weekend camping, I watched a Rob Zombie movie that I had never seen or heard of before. It was like 31, I think is what it was called. They like play some game where they just murder people, and it kept my attention the entire time. Like there was enough murder happening, stabby, like creepy things. So I didn't skip ahead. But if I'm watching a scary movie and it's like obvious, like I will look at the little screen grabs and I'll be like, okay, something's happening here. Like, cool, we'll watch this. So I'll like skip ahead until I get to the action. But ultimately, I don't need to know like all the little details in between, like the scary things happening.
Yeah, Kirsten just wants to watch people die, pretty much.
No, I like the plots and stuff that they give, but the movie today sucked ass,
Yeah,
so
it
of
did.
course I skipped through some of it.
It really did.
But yes, I do like watching gory things.
Yeah. So it's just a little different. It'd be a hard one to pull off with any other kind of genre, probably.
Yeah. Like you're not going to skip through a comedy because you could miss important pieces, but scary movies, like it's basically they're all the same.
Yeah, that's fair. I've only seen a few, but
You
seems
should
like
see
it.
more.
I don't know, B. I don't know if I'm meant for the scary movie life. I think I'm meant more for the UFC punchy kicky life.
That's fair.
And we'll watch that and we'll enjoy it. And I'm going to sleep so well tonight.
Are you?
Let me lead with that. So maybe I'm going to need to like put my feet in ice water or something while we watch this, but
Hey, you don't have to stay awake. I never pressure
want
you
to,
to
though.
really. I can stay up a long time. Like, I can do that.
I want to watch it. I want to watch Steep ADC, and that's the main event.
Yeah.
So it'll be worth it.
See,
I'm
fights
not
are
gonna rule
violent.
it out,
Fights are violent and they're real.
but they're strategic and they work for it and they plan for it and they know what they're getting into, and no one dies yet, and hopefully ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, it
I
was kind of
think.
like a dumb rebuttal, but yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the skill, the unpredictability. It could go either way, you know. And I loved pro wrestling. Shouts out to Stone Cold on the shirt, you know. But
Mhm.
that was one thing when I got old enough to really recognize that even though like what they're doing is very real and you can get very hurt doing professional wrestling moves, that the story itself was predetermined. The winner was predetermined. That part diminished some of the appeal. So now there's a sport that's becoming kind of similar with the way that the superstars communicate and portray themselves. They're like becoming characters.
UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's exciting, or it makes it exciting, even though it does kind of take away some of the respectfulness that's inherent in martial arts, you know. Whenever,
that's-
you know, like people don't talk crap when we're in those classes. It's all about respecting each other, but they got to do what sells.
Marketing.
Yeah. So
Conor McGregor.
yeah.
Good
yeah,
example.
Floyd Mayweather. So that's getting them paid, and that's cool, but yeah, I like it. I like it because the big piece is total unpredictability. It really does come down to who worked harder and who's luckier and all that.
That I don't know. This is random. I just thought about that. The pro wrestler guy that shot his mom or shot his wife and kid, right? And was
Chris
crazy.
Benoit.
Yeah, there you
Did
go.
he shoot him?
Or hung him?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
he hung him.
Crazy.
I think. Sorry. Yeah, that was like the
I remember
start
when that
of something
came out.
different. Yeah.
I remember because I still I was familiar with the name. I think I'd stopped watching pro wrestling for a little while, but when that came out, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Like, you just didn't see that coming. I was like, wait, I watch that show all the time. I recognize that guy, that name. I know. And you're like, wow, that's crazy.
Dude, and he was
Lost it.
awesome as a wrestler. And, you know, that happened a while ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
But they blamed it on steroids. And even at the time, I don't know. I don't know when exactly that was, but it was before I know what I know now, anyway. And at the time, I thought, like, there's no way that's steroids because all of these guys are on steroids, and only this one dude is out here killing his family. I didn't know what it was, but I was like, this couldn't. Like, look at every other wrestler. They're all essentially, I mean, especially then, they're all like jacked up, roided up. So why is it just this one guy? And now you can kind of piece together like his big move, his finishing move was jumping off the turnbuckle or jumping off a ladder or whatever and landing with his head hitting somebody else's head or chest or whatever. The flying headbutt. That much impact on your head is going to really cause your brain to deteriorate, and then you turn into somebody else. So everybody said he was the nicest guy. He had his family around all the time. They were such a loving family. He was so warm. Yeah, if you hit your head a bunch, that changes.
Yeah.
He could have had early onset dementia and then just changed in that way where he no longer remembers his family. Like any of the stuff is possible as a result of hitting your head really hard, and then doing it a ton just amplifies that. So
Crazy.
that would be my argument now knowing what I know, that he snapped because he hit his head too many times, and that just changed the circuitry of his brain, and he snapped.
That's pretty crazy. But it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. And that's sad. But like,
It's
I
very
guess
sad.
you kind of know that when you get into a crazy profession where you're very physical. I mean, you don't know that. And you probably think, oh, that'll never happen to me.
Well, they didn't talk about it really until recently.
Yeah.
Like the NFL and UFC, some of the fighters are talking about,
Brain damage.
yeah, not traumatic brain injury, but what do they call it? CTE. Whatever that, I don't know exactly what that stands for, but it's something as a result of concussions and like some form of neurological deterioration. But like Muhammad Ali is a good example. You would think somebody I guess I just assumed he just was unlucky and developed them shakes as an adult, but that's a result of getting hit in the head a bunch.
Thing.
Yeah.
So I should always wear a helmet every day, all day. We should be wearing helmets.
Yeah, but then you're never in the clear. Because like Michael J. Fox didn't get punched in the head a bunch. He just got Parkinson's, which is I believe, a deterioration of some part of the brain.
Yeah.
I should know that, but yeah. Anyway, we should get chicken wings.
Yeah, we're like very depressing today, I feel like.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, if that brought you down any, but...
Take 2 will be great, though, later tonight. Like I said,
Yeah.
tanked, my new favorite word for drunk. That'll be fun. I'm going to drink a lot. I don't know if Eli will, but whatever.
Yeah, probably not. But protect your brains.
Yeah, I guess
If
that's
you-
the takeaway today.
Yeah. Don't get hit in the head a bunch. Don't headbang if you can help it.
At concerts?
Yeah.
I did that a lot when I went and saw Slipknot.
There's a thin layer of cerebral fluid that your brain is floating in. And if you move your head far enough, your brain will flow and hit the front of your skull on the inside, and then it has to rebound. So then a lot of times it'll hit the back of your skull, and it'll cause damage to both the front and back of your brain.
Little Ripple Boys. Woo!
Not worth it. So, yeah.
So stay still all the time like this.
Healthy eating is good for avoiding that.
drinking.
Keeping a healthy brain makes it repair faster. So eat well.
Broccoli.
Don't hit your head. Broccoli. And
Avoid car wrecks.
Avoid car wrecks. And
Wear a helmet
Wear a helmet.
when you ski and when you bike.
And eat chicken wings. Watch the UFC. Well, thanks, guys, for tuning in. Thanks, B, for joining. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.